Hello, everybody. How are we all doing? Hope it's well. If it's not well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about why it's not well, because that's clearly a problem, I guess. Anyway, yeah, gonna dive into a bit of a stream because Leeds United have demolished Sheffield United. It was very nice, very good to see. And whilst a lot of people will be like, we didn't technically demolish them, it felt like we did. So I'm going to take it. Going to absolutely roll with that. But immediately after the end of the match against Sheffield United, a little bit of news came out. Because it wasn't just about the people that were playing the match that were of interest, but a little bit of something came out about someone that was watching the match. And that is where I think there is something that is potentially interesting. And whilst I was just going to record a video that I was going to put out tomorrow, and it'd be fine, I figured I'd do things a little bit different. I figured I would do a streamy. I would, I'd stream me doing the recording for tomorrow, and then we could have a little bit of a chat about it after the fact, because I am a little bit tired, but I need to be not tired right now, for a few reasons. Because my shift that I've got tomorrow starts at 11 p.m. and it ends at 7 in the morning. So this is going to be a big adjusting my time schedule, sleeping stuff right now, so I don't have to do it all at once tomorrow, which would be quite nice. So I'm going to stream for a bit. What up, baby zebra? Hi, Joe. Sweet seeing Hamface after the game. It was very, very sweet seeing Hamface after the game. Absolutely. Always is. And hello, Wayne. How's things going? But I'm going to get into doing this recording in a minute. So I need to note down the start time of this recording, which I'm going to do, shall we say 2 minutes 30? Yeah, let's do 2:30. And the end will be whenever it makes sense to end. Because I think that just makes sense, you know? I think that'd be nice. And that'd be cool. And I think I'm just padding about 8 seconds now. Also, I got the third kit. I really like it. Anyway, hop back into it. There has been plenty of discussion about Leeds United potentially needing a 6 going into the next stage of the season, because the matches around Christmas get busy, and we will still be relatively low on the players that we have available. And most of this discussion has been around signing ourselves a free agent, which, sure, we all love a free agent. You don't have to pay for them. We're from Yorkshire, we're cheap. And this saga has been going on for a little while so far. It's taken its time, it's sort of building up momentum. But finally, after the match against Sheffield United, it looks like Leeds United have their signing, because the Whites have approached a free agent, and it looks like we are approaching confirmation on signing said free agent. Let's get one of the P's out of there, shall we? So really, really looking forward to that. But first, before I get into all of that, subscribe. If you're not subscribed yet, it's one button down here-ish. And yeah, about 50% of you aren't, and that makes me really sad. So to make me less sad and more happy, subscribe. Thank you. Anyway, hopping into the player that Leeds United are looking to sign. First, I'm going to start with how do we know that we're going to sign them? Well, firstly, because they were spotted at the game, and secondly, because his name's been in wide discussions with various leakers going around the place, and third, it's come from a source that is highly reputable in the general community, so it's something that can be effectively relied upon, in my opinion. So, I'm very confused by a thing. I'll explain in a minute. But we need to talk about who the player is. The player themselves is Joshua Guilavogui, if my French is right. I'm going to write that on a banner, I think, just to make things a little bit easier for everyone. Guilavogui. If my French pronunciation is correct, this is approximately, if it will save the banner, give me a second. There we go. How you pronounce Josh Guilavogui, who is a central midfielder who has a tendency to play quite a lot of Bundesliga football, or had a tendency to play quite a lot of Bundesliga football, isn't currently playing because he's a free agent, because at his last club, last season, he had a bit of an injury issue towards the mid-ish stage of the season, which, fair enough, he's currently 34 years old, French midfielder, is someone that's coming towards the end of his career, and that's completely understandable. But we need to discuss a few more little bits and bobs about his style of play. He's someone that I'm having a look at his heat map right as we speak. Let's go to a season where he played a few more minutes, shall we? Do a quick little screen share. There we go. And is someone that plays in that central mid, defensive mid, and can play at centre-back sort of position. This sort of heat map tells you that he is typically a number 6, but he can push a little bit further up the pitch if he's needed to. He's not someone that will do that very consistently or commonly, but he will happily enough do it. There was a little bit of a concern at first for me around the number of minutes that he played. So last season he played a grand total of like 20. This is the season before last, actually. He played 23 matches, 1,000 minutes. It's not tons, but then again, you need to consider the role that he will take in the club. You need to consider the fact that this guy is not going to be a first-choice player at Leeds United. And once Ampadu and Gruev come back, he's not going to be a third or a fourth-choice player. He's probably going to be number 5, maybe equivalent with Charlie Crick. He's going to be the sort of guy that is fully aware of the fact that he is not going to be starting matches when everyone is fit. But at the same time, luckily we're in a position where he knows this. And during his time at Mainz, during his time at Wolfsburg, he was completely aware of this fact. At Mainz, he knew that he wouldn't play that much football. That's why the season before last he got 1,000-ish minutes. That's why last season he got a grand total of 412 minutes. He's someone that is already used to that situation of, okay, I'm a rotation player. It's fine. It's all well and good. And then the question sort of comes up, the inevitable big question that everyone will have around, well, is he any good? And is he good for Leeds? Is he going to suit what we need? And to be honest, in my opinion, yeah, absolutely. He's someone that's got a lot of experience of playing a decent level of football, primarily Bundesliga, a little bit of Liga. That's the sort of thing that we were looking at when it was Kouyaté, because everyone was saying, well, Kouyaté's got plenty of experience, so it's going to be completely fine. And then Kouyaté reportedly asked for a hell of a lot of money and presumably a decent amount of playtime that he wasn't going to get. This is a guy that has played at the top level and has played consistently at the top level, and yeah, I guess in a way is sort of could be considered injury prone, but at the same time, he's going to be basically wrapped in bubble wrap. He's going to be the flick the switch, slam the button just in case we desperately need another midfielder. And he doesn't just provide on-pitch stuff either. He's going to be behind the scenes providing the leadership stuff that we might have lost now that Cooper isn't here, now that Ayling isn't here. It's a multifaceted thing that we sort of need to pay attention to the additional facets of, because if we don't, then you're in a little bit of a problem. Because if you don't recognise the off-field stuff, then you purely look at, well, has someone made a mistake on the pitch this week? And that's how you start picking your team, and that's a very silly way to pick a team. We need to recognise that there's a hell of a lot of stuff going on in terms of mentoring and just general sort of leadership and dressing room vibesy things. And I think Guilavogui is sort of the perfect signing for us in that case. Not going to ask for too much, because wages in the Bundesliga and Liga aren't through the roof. Thank you very much for that one, camera. Oh, gee. Well done, me. Have I even charged my spare battery? Because this is going to be embarrassing if not. There we go. Spare battery time. Do I edit this out of the video or do I keep it in? Comments, let me know. What do I do with it? Do I keep it? Do I get rid? I'm going to ask you guys. I'm relying on you folks. Yeah. But you also need to consider the whole thing of he's not just a central defensive midfielder, because we do need a 6, sure. But we also sort of need a centre-back, because centre-back depth isn't great at the minute, because Ampadu isn't here and Vuber isn't here, and we're probably looking at De Bayo or Byram slipping in there at the moment. So he covers both of those slots. He's versatile, he's decent enough for a championship level, and odds are he'll only have a 6 or 18-month contract. I'd lean probably towards 6, to be completely honest with you. I think this is sort of the perfect signing. It's going to be affordable, going to be a decent enough quality. It's not someone that we're going to need on a consistent basis. I feel kind of good about it. But, as always, I have bad takes sometimes, and that is just my opinion. That's just what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below what you think about signing Guilavogui. Is there anyone you might have preferred? Is there anyone that you sort of... Is there a reason that you're straying away from him? Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not yet. That's always massively appreciated. Or even become a channel member. you will get this video around 8 hours early if you're a channel member. So that'd be fantastic. Or if you're on the live stream, because I'm also live streaming this. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Unless you're on the live stream. If you're on the live stream, you have to stay here. There is a cheeky little secret contract in my channel guidelines that says if you're here, you have to stay here forever. Some people call it unethical. The UN call it modern slavery. I just call it good business. I'm making less sense than Chris Wilder at this point. Hope you enjoyed. Ta-ra. And that is that for the pre-recorded video section. However, we're going to wander over to Questions Corner because it's a good place to be. We love a bit of Questions Corner. We're going to have a little bit of a chat about this entire thing. It's great. And I'm going to hop back towards the chat because, hello, friendos. Make a bloopers reel. I think my entire channel is sort of a bloopers reel. Like, I try and do one takes, and then 90% of the time I'll just sort of forget a sentence that I was saying halfway through, but I'll stumble and eventually land in the right direction. So I think the fact that sometimes I accident my way into like decent bits of conversation mean that bloopers reels are confusing and weird. I want Rodri. I also want Rodri, except the fact that his knee has exploded. So I don't know how much value Rodri will be to us at the minute. I'm leaving. Bye. Oh, damn it. Shit. One of the comment slaves escaped. I'm chained. What's it worth? What's what worth? What? I don't know. I will revolt. I'm staying here of my own free will. That's a weird choice. Does it? Okay, we'll give the moderators some free will, and that's it. Not heard of him, but it has to be good for cover, so I'll say it's a good sign. That'll do. Yep. I was in a similar spot, and then I was like, oh yeah, I remember. I signed you once in Football Manager, didn't I? You almost got the correct scoreline. Did I 1-0 it? I think I 1-0'd it. Why couldn't Mateo Joseph just miss a sitter? Oh, God. If everything falls right, can Leeds be top of the table after tomorrow? I'm going to have a quick look at the table and confirm or deny this. Because you know what? You might as well. Let's have a look at Champo, shall we? Yes. We need Sunderland and Sheffield United to lose and Burnley and West Brom to not win for that to be the case. We're not, but we can be. If Sunderland lose, then we go above them. If Burnley draw and it isn't 3-3, then I think we're okay. We are second at the moment, but we can climb on goal difference. So it's not a bad place to be, you know. It's a 2-1 Roda, Mateo, and Hamer. It's not a bad set of guesses. You got centre back, you got Mateo, and Hamer forgot to show up. So I guess that's fine. Can we still sign Francis Coquelin? I believe we can, but I don't see why we would. Because at that point, you're just sort of adding to a wage bill without any particular need to add to a wage bill. You're making it a little bit too difficult for yourself at that point, I would say. Like you're adding... Yeah, I wouldn't. Is the way that I'd put that. Not a bad place to be at all. Absolutely, it's great. I'm genuinely very, very satisfied with where we are at the minute. But we should probably actually do a little bit more Guilavogui talk. Because probably quite important. Yeah, he's not played a game of professional football since April, which I can see being a little bit of a concern for people, but at the same time, like, I'm not that bothered. Like, we understand that when we sign a free agent, we're not signing someone to be a first-choice player at all. We're signing someone to chip in with minutes here and there and everywhere. Has a decent FIFA 19 card. I think there's a couple of times in off-stream saves this year when I've signed him because he was stupid cheap. and I was like, we need a bit of cover. Do I need to do another FM save? I think so. Because the one with Joe ended up not happening, which was a shame. I want to see if FB ref is updated, actually. Because I'll have some good bits of data. I'll duplicate it. I'll send one to Leeds United, shall we? And I'll send other to Guilavogui. I can't wait to hear various people try and pronounce Guilavogui. It's not. It'll be like when we first signed Melier, and everyone was like, Meslier. No. No. Stop pronouncing the S. Melier. There we go. I don't think there's anyone in this division that we should be scared of. Honestly, I agree. Division's fine. It's very handleable. And, like, there isn't really a team this season so far that we've not said, okay, calm, let's control the match. And then it's fine. Yes, he is 34. He is not a young boy. What happened to balls knowledge? What happens to balls knowledge is I've realised that making a quiz where I need to think up like 20-odd questions every single week was a pain. And compared to my other stuff, fairly few people were watching balls knowledge. And I was, at a point, running out of people that watch it. Not watch it, running out of people to go on it. So it was sort of like, I might, yeah. And then it went away, which is a shame because I quite like enjoyed doing balls knowledge, but well. It was one of those series that is tough to commit to, I would say. You still pronounce it right. You can't just spell it. Because if you just spell it, it ain't gonna work. I bet the grudge matches that get views won't be one. I also bet that the grudge matches could get views, but at the same time, it's about like matching up schedules because, like, people also have other jobs, you know. Like, the only reason it's quite easy for me to make my one actual weekly series, which is Leeds 101, happen, is because I work the same job as the other person on that series. So, like, schedules tend to be roughly the same. Also, I'm going to skip those ads because sod it, I can't be bothered having them. And you guys, it's going to be a nice, chill, chatty, vibey stream, you know. And I'm enjoying it. It's good times. It's good times. Good times. I'm in a weird spot though, where I can't clip out that chunk of video right now. Make it a drinking game or have a strip round. No, that's for the OnlyFans. Sorry about that one. And if you're not currently subscribed to the OnlyFans, there's a reason for it. It's top secret. That's where I play my own games as strip balls knowledge. Yeah, and there was the fact that, like, in week 2, despite her saying that, like, well, it's not going to be, I'm not going to do too well, a certain somebody decided to get all but 1 marks, and it was like, oh, okay, cool. So I guess it's not really a competition then. Are we still signing that bloke from Arsenal? No, I doubt it. From what I saw, a lot of the Coquelin talk was not actually a thing. It'll be a case of popped over for a medical and that sort of stuff, but ended up not going for it. Presumably because his ligaments were made of crisps, which tends to be a bit of a problem in the world of football. Yeah, that was me. I know, it was great. And that was before, like, we were actually, like, chatty friends, and it was like, why have you done this? You have killed my series within a week. But it was great. Looking good for Crystal against Watford. I hope so. Oh, my medium-sized tag is still on my Third kit. There we go. Yeah, it's looking very good. I'm very, very confident. Because Watford are good, but shit, did they leak goals? Played 9, conceded 14. I've always been one of the people that says that after 10 matches of a season, you've got some idea of roughly where everyone is going to be in the table. And we're about to hit that 10-game point. And I am not mad at all about being second at the moment. And on performances, should be better. It's a good spot for us to be in, you know. And I'm happy. And I'm happy being happy. As much as some people will be like, yeah, but there's problems with X, Y, or Z. They're not actually significant problems because we're still doing good. So there. As you can tell, this is a very mature channel. Very grown-up people. Although the very mature channel is the one that was discussed earlier. That's the super secret OnlyFans. Oh, why did you remind me that we've got another international break? I thought we were free. How many matches have we got before it, at least? 4. The next international break starts after we play QPR on the 9th of November. Annoying. I said this because he came off the bench and I was like, yes, okay, he's fit enough to come on. It's great. I'm so excited. Very hyped. Please do a show with Joe called Only Joe's. What's the OnlyFans logo? I wonder if I could put something together based on that. Right, okay. Let's get Canva up, shall we? And we'll try and make something OnlyFans shaped. Make me a logo, please. I love it when your brain does that. What do you mean when my brain does that? That feel... Considering I've got ADHD, can I call that fairly ableist? I'm not going to. It's fine. But what do you mean? I'm going to screen share. Don't worry. Right, let's share the screen. Okay, cool. This is roughly what we're aiming for. So we need to start with a circle. But it needs to be a not filled in circle, or it needs to be an uncolored circle. There we go, with a really big border. All right, what color are we thinking? I'm thinking a yellow. So I've got the brand color kit. There we go. But that doesn't contrast very well. So let's do that. That needs to be thicker. That needs to be even thicker. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, all right, Jason. How goes it? And the annoying thing is, oh, this is a really annoying thing. Right, okay. Download with a transparent background. Just page 1, thank you. Okay, and then I'll upload it on top of itself, right, as its own design. Cool. Brilliant. Which I'll need to remove bits from. No, not background. No, wait, actually, yes, background remover. Cool. And then, can I ask who your man of the match was tonight? For me, it was Tanaka. I want to say Tanaka or Rothwell. I don't know which, but one of the two. In fact, I'll do this. Right. Cut it off cleanly. And then that goes up like that. Okay. Scrub, 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 scrub. I love that I've lost viewers because I'm doing a little bit of design. It's always fun. Right, a little bit smaller. A little bit bigger. There we go. Cool. Right. And then the back layer, I need to slightly change the color on. Well, now we're cooking. And then elements. No, I need elements, shapes. Yeah, not a circle. Arguably a square. Yeah, cool. No, 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 no. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Right, okay. Get the entire thing. The entire thing, not just a bit of the thing. Why is it not selecting that? I'm gonna scream. Okay, cool. And then rotate you 90 degrees. Perfect. Right, I need a font. Oh, no, wait. Something is wrong here. No, no, no. Yes, no, yes, no. Oh, God. One of the circles is wrong. That's going to bug me so much. Sorry, I need to go back to the comments and see what's happened. What have we started? This. You give the idea and then my wonderful brain goes into overdrive. I don't know about wonderful. Now that'll do it. Uploads, pull that one back in. Yeah, cool. And then match the size of that arc. But you can go all the way in the back. Right, okay. And then the brightness. No. Okay, full size. No, no, no. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Okay, so that needs to go there. That needs to go there. I hate what having ideas does to my head. Well, I hate what being given ideas does to my head. Okay, cool. Fine. That's why Joe's thrives and I cry Joe's with my thumbnails because technology doesn't like me. It's not because technology doesn't like you. It's because you don't like technology. I think that something is bugging me a little bit here. I don't like that it's bugging me a bit here. And it's the fact that that J isn't quite... It doesn't J. You know? Something's stopping it from being a J. But there we go. In fact, if I just edit, can I make it like an OnlyFansy blue? Probably. There we go. Holy shit. Thank you very much, Jason, for the 5 gifted memberships. Ho ho. Thank you. That's much appreciated. You do realize you're not a member, right? They've gone to Digler TC, Jimbo B, Colin Tan, Truonic, and Wilco's Whites. It's much appreciated. Thank you. Will Joseph start on Tuesday? I think probably no, because the team that we had at the start here did really, really well. I wouldn't risk shaking that up, messing with it, ruining it. Circles of the Worship. Circles are okay. They're not triangles, but they try. Angles. It's a conspiracy. You know, he talks like this one. No. Did you Wilder saying with the birds? Yes, and I loved that, and it was so funny. The fact that it's like, yeah, they were just better than us. We know. Right. Indeed, it was absolutely fantastic. I would probably go with... I'm a hexagon guy, you know. They do be the bestigans. I enjoy watching the editing process. You never get to see it. I might do it a bit more. Maybe. Good morning, Danny. How's it going? Hopefully quite well. But I'm going to get this pinged over to Joe now. And yeah, I'll get rid of that one though. Only Joe's. I appreciate it. Genuinely. Thank you. It's genuinely really kind of you. Download. Okay, so my chat had an idea for a stream series, totally PG in spite of the name, and wanted to pitch it to you. Thoughts? Cool, and I'm just gonna, without context, send the logo. Yeah, is that the plan? You absolutely did. Oh no, I don't like that. No. Okay. This is where you've started something bad in me. Because now I'm getting nerdy about stuff like spacing. Ditch that. Put in that one. Yeah, a little bit more spacing. There we go. Okay, so if I phrase it... Okay, so my chat had an idea for a collab stream series, totally PG in spite of the name, and they wanted to pitch it to you. Thoughts? And I'll just send him the logo. That could be good. We did score from a corner, and I was genuinely very, very surprised at that. I was very happy with it. I was very surprised. We don't do that. That's not for us. So what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to download a transparent version of that one. Cool. And there we go. It's just up here now. Oh, God. We scored one against Peterborough. And I think one against Ipswich. Not sure. Send him the logo. Now, I've already sent the context now. Too late. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to ping us back over to Questions Corner. Going to stream for another 10-ish minutes, I think. And we're going to have a little bit of a natter. It's going to be great. Yeah, Bamford's was a... If you're thinking about the Leicester one, it was a James free kick that hit Bamford on the way through. At least if I remember right. Then again, if I remember right, I probably didn't. Oh yeah, that's the point. Do I need to design any more things, Evie? Have you got any videos? Let's do some leaks. You got some videos coming. Do I get to do another thumbnail? Are you looking forward to Watford? Obviously, I'm looking forward to Watford. Be great. Could Rothwell be as good a loan signing as Ben White? I'd make the argument that there's potential for him to be a better loan signing. I know. Because whilst shit, Joe's replied with a laugh react. Where was I? I've completely lost my train of thought. Because whilst there was no chance of us getting Ben White back, there's a chance of us keeping Rothwell. So maybe. Score prediction versus Watford. Can I answer that question after Watford play, please? I'd like to see how they do this weekend. I'll have a reaction filming tomorrow. I need to think of a title than every Yorkshire theme video that I'm working on. That's fair enough. Look through games in February and Bamford didn't score a corner. Yeah, I know. No probs. Yeah, I don't want to sort of make a prediction and then Watford beat someone like 8-0 tomorrow and it's like, oh no. But Watford aren't defensively super solid, so I can see us scoring at the very least. Can I watch you try and do a one take? By that, I mean, can I watch you do a one take that's somehow like 20, 30 minutes? Because, gee, how do you do this? How? Because I've got work like all day tomorrow, at least from 1:15. So I'm down for hopping in and thumbnailing as you speak, to be honest. Even in full content mode. No, you never go full content mode. Full content mode is transfer window, and you've got 2 days until deadline day, and you're like, fuck, there's a rumor, I've got to do a video now. And you go into like you become the content goblin. You don't want to become the content goblin. The content goblin is a scary person to be. They're away at Luton, so 8-0's possible, by the way. Luton are playing. Yeah. Where are Luton? Oh shit, the 21st. That's not great. That's not ideal. Kind of wanted Watford to lose. Maybe Watford are going to play to lose. Maybe they're so weird to play against they've decided to join Ligue 1 as an alternative. I don't know. Can't guarantee either way. It is hard to say, you know. This is a problem. Watford are also very weird. They've got a goal difference of none, but an expected goal difference of like -3. Their expected goal difference is worse than QPR, who are in 22nd in the league. But it's better than Swansea in 11th. So they've got such weird form. Bizarre team. Content goblin while I'm having nightmares. It begins as nightmares and then you become the content goblin. That's never a place that you want to be honest with you. Spooky time. Spooky time. It is. It is. We're in late night Joe times. Okay, Windows broke for a moment there, so that was fun. Isn't Luton and Watford classed as a derby? Technically. I think they called it the M1 derby or something stupid like that. Thankfully, this isn't a problem that we've got yet. I wouldn't take anyone out of that attacking side because it's very, very useful to have at the minute. Because the fact that anyone in that front line can play anywhere in the front line is really helpful. Makes me feel good. A draw would be fine. Just want Watford to look a bit vulnerable, so there's something to get at, you know? But yeah. If you haven't, by the way, I'd hugely appreciate popping a like on the stream. It'd be really, really kind of you. Helps push it out a little bit more. I'm on 59 at the minute. It'd be very funny if the Only Joe's stream could reach 69 likes. Just saying. That'd be great. Just showing what's the news. The news is it looks like the signing on a free is going to be Joshua Guilavogui, who is a French midfielder. Fairly decent French midfielder, who hasn't played much football recently because of a mix of injuries and he just couldn't get back in the team at Mainz. But he's not a bad player in the slightest. So I'm feeling good about it. And this is based on the fact that he was spotted at the match tonight and was apparently asked about it, and he was like, oh. But you've also got to remember that Daniel Farke's response to the question on it was along the lines of, I mean, nothing's been announced yet. We've got nothing to announce at the moment, which implies that there's going to be something to announce at some point. So that tells me that he's probably halfway through the door. I'm a big fan of Leeds' tweet on this as well. Hold on. I enjoy this. A lovely little bit of Twitter shithousing. Oh god, YouTube is really angry at me right now, isn't it? Uh-oh. Okay, 1 second. It is shouting the please run an ad thing at me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the ad button, but the best thing for you to do is just immediately swipe back off it. Or, sorry, click on the ad and then swipe off it. It brings you right back here. The only one that really loses anything in that situation is the advertiser, because they need to pay YouTube more money. So I'm going to do that now and stop YouTube shouting at me, which will be quite good. Let's hide this. This French kid I can't pronounce, he just CDM. He can also play at centre back and centre midfield. Do I get paid? A little bit, not much. The amount that people are like, "Oh, YouTube it's so easy to do." There's a reason that there are very few people that do this full time. It's not a very full timeable thing. Like, if I remember right, Joe mentioned on one of his videos that making it full time as a full time job for a channel of his size was tough. And Jesus, I can see that. Because YouTube money ain't what a lot of people think YouTube money is, you know. Who did he play for before? If it wasn't PSG, it was Mainz and Wolfsburg and Bordeaux. Yes, played for San Etienne when he was younger. He played a single match for Atletico Madrid. Wolfsburg for lots of seasons, then Bordeaux, and then Wolfsburg again, then Mainz. So he's played around the place plenty, which is nice. It's nice for him, you know. It's good to see. Good to see. Good to know. Saint Etienne. Oh, oui. They play in Ligue 1. Oh. Anyway, I've started to go off the deep end now, so I think I'm going to end the stream now. And head to sleep shortly afterwards because I absolutely cannot be asked trying to copy what I need to do in terms of staying awake tomorrow. I will do that tomorrow, and I will deal with that problem when it comes to it. And then I got a 5-hour shift on Sunday as well after my 14-hour Saturday. Jesus. Yes, if you have YouTube Premium, you won't. If you have an ad block, you won't. And sometimes it just doesn't give ads to people, which is weird. But who we're talking about? We're talking about Joshua Guilavogui, who is the guy that we are potentially likely looking at signing. But I'm going to wrap up the stream there-ish, I think. It's been an absolute pleasure having everyone on board. If you enjoyed the stream, pop a like on it. That'd be much appreciated. I'm a whole 2 away from the very, very funny number of 69. So that'd be fantastic. Yeah, I'm now 1 away. Subscribe if you haven't yet. That's always really appreciated as well. Apparently half of people that watch my channel aren't subscribed, which is a shame because it's like one click down here and it makes 69. There we go. And it makes the soul happy. So that'd be great. Who's that? It's apparently the guy that we're looking to sign as a free agent. Could even be a channel member if you fancy. You'll get videos like the one that I recorded earlier. At this point, 7.5 hours early. But even then, it's not too bad. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you later. Toodaloo.